Welcome back everybody, and today we're doing full body restorative yoga practice. We worked so hard entire week, so it's time for us to restore and to recover. So let's begin today on our back. So go ahead and lay down on your mat and just find a comfortable, feel good, peaceful position. Let your feet to curl to any direction what it's want to curl, and let your hands naturally curl to the outward direction when it feels right. And let's close our eyes just for the few breaths before we begin this practice. Let's set up a quality, loving intention for this practice. Look inside, take a breath, and find yourself here and now, present on your mat, being here, feeling your body, listening inside. And with that, let's open our eyes and reach our arms all the way back. Inhalation through the nose, and on exhalation, draw your one leg all the way up, guys. Reach in. If it's not comfortable for you to keep the leg extended yet, you can definitely bend your knee, right? Breathe and hold, guys. We want to go for a little bit longer holds on our restorative practice, and slowly reach back with those arms. Give yourself a good quality stretch. Feel good stretch and reach all the way with the other leg. And again, try to hold your lower back on the floor and lift up like you want to reach the foot, the ankle with your heart. Do not curve the spine too much. Breathe, inhalation, exhalation. Let it all the way go. Back on the floor. Feels so nice. We're gonna go ahead and take both legs up towards the ceiling and bring the legs to the side. Little straddle to begin with, and on exhalation, press on top on your feet in happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. We're gonna go for this flow a few more times. Arms behind, straddle those legs, let them flow, and all the way, press your hands right on top, happy baby pose. Let the tension from the hips go, and one more time, guys. The leg straddle all the way. Let it flow, and back. Hands on top on the feet, soft lower back, tailbone towards the ground. Very good. And let's take our right leg above the left. We're still warming up, and gently press right on top on those feet. If you can, guys, send those knees underneath your armpits. Keep on breathing in through that nose. And with each and every exhalation through your nose, press a little bit more. That's good. And we're simply going to switch the direction of our ankles. Grab your ankles if you can reach, and send those knees all the way underneath your armpits. It doesn't have to be perfect at all with each and every exhalation. Let your body to open, breath by breath, step by step. Go ahead and release your one leg and continue to keep extended your other leg. We're gonna go for the side hip openers. Gently, gently let that leg fall down. You can bend your knee, and that leg, guys, doesn't have to go all the way till the floor. Just do the best what you can. Very nice. We're going to draw this leg back and give that knee a good quality hug. Grab your shin on your knee and lift a little bit higher. Very nice. Press this foot on the floor, and we're gonna go little wake up to our spine. Single leg bridge. If it's too much for you, then just put the other leg on the floor as well. Breathe, inhalation, exhalation, and put your other ankle right on top. Open it up, the hip flexor from the other side, and then we're gonna go for the side leg extension from the other direction. So grab your ankle, use, guys, your straps if you have some. You can also use the towels, and it definitely doesn't have to go all the way towards the floor. Bend your knee if you have to. Try to hold your shoulders leveled on the floor. So important. The depth, how far you bring that leg, is not as important as your form, right? Feels so good. We're gonna bring this leg back and give quality hug to this leg. Good work. Breathe, guys. All right, let's go ahead and put this foot, the leg you've been working, on the floor and lift up to the one-legged bridge. If you need to support your back with your hands, you can. You can put your both feet on the ground if it is too much, a little bit too much for you still. And as an option, go ahead and draw your ankle on top on that knee. Activate the glutes, keep the body strong, body working as a unit. Take a breath or two. That's it. And feeling that in the other side hip flexor as well. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring our knees together towards the chest. Very good. And extend those legs, guys, up. And see if you can bend your knees, or you can go with the straight legs behind. Gentle, gentle Halasana. Breathe. Inhalation, exhalation. We work so hard this week. We really need a good quality stretches and recovery for our body. Recovery day, it doesn't mean lazy day, right? Let's slowly come on up and bring your feet up front of your body. Crisscross like this position, guys. If it's too much, just sit. However, you can sit, extend your legs, bring them back, whatever feels right. So we're gonna do a few seated stretches up here. You seated low before we move in our kneeling position. So let's continue with a gentle rotation right above the floor. And you can definitely close your eyes and just enjoy this flow. Look inside, don't judge, no expectations. Just use this time to restore, to recover, and to connect with yourself. And let's slowly move to other direction, right? Very good. Include your shoulders, include your waistline, your rib cage, and keep on breathing, guys. Relax your neck. Do not clench the teeth. No tension in the eyes, right? Tension in the eyes will always cause a tension in the brain and then in the body, right? We want to be relaxed. Come back to the center and little shoulder rolls. Today we practice in pigeon pose, lunges, lizard pose, and Gomukhasana or cow face pose. And then at the very end, I will take you back on your back. And let's release and change the direction all the way. Very nice. Last one. And take the arms all the way up. Connect with the palms if you can. If not, don't worry about it. And go to the lateral bend. Gentle, gentle one. And all the way to the other side. Very good. Good work, guys. Come back to the center. We're gonna grab our right leg. Whichever you want to grab, just don't forget which one it was. We begin here, guys, tall and seated. I want you to lift that heart, pull the belly slightly in, scoop the belly, tall, neutral, and soft spine. It's important, so you don't want to overdo it. Grab your foot or use your strap if you can't reach. Continue to maintain long extended back, and then we slowly start to extend the leg. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to extend that leg all the way through. Definitely bend your knee if you feel that the back is rounding and curling too much. Inhalation, exhalation, pull slightly deeper. Inhalation and exhalation, a little bit more. Beautiful. We're going to pull this knee all the way under, just opening the hips a little bit more. Try not to lose the soft and extended back. So don't go like this. Send this knee all the way under and behind your back. Under and behind your back. Very good. Let's hold it just for the breath or two, extra one. Let the body to open, and then we're gonna take the same leg and put it behind to your deer pose. Right here, the farther your feet away from the base of the body, the harder it is, remember? And the closer it is, it's a little bit easier. So what I want you to do, I want you to take your shoulders to align closer to the front leg. And slowly through the hip flexor, we're going to start to fold forward. Gentle forward fold. Drop the head. Relax your neck. Do not worry, guys, about the perfection at all. Inhalation and exhalation. Come on back up. You can remain for the breath or two up here. Just sit it up and straight, or stay folded forward, or take your hands behind and see if you can lift those hips with me. Relax your ankles, relax your feet, strong, supportive shoulders, and reach all the way up. Drop the head, guys, so there is no tension in your neck. Feels so good. Come on back to the center, nice and gentle, and we're going to switch the direction. So we're going to work on the other side. Begin with a knee bend, quadricep against your belly. We're doing it so you can, guys, all find the good posture first. Shoulders down, heart up and open, right? Take a breath or two, and then without losing the connection with your spine, slowly start to extend the leg. You might want to use your straps or your towels, anything what can extend that grip if you can't reach. If you don't have anything handy, just grab your ankle, just grab your calf. Continue to lift the heart and pull that leg a little bit higher. In and out. In through the nose and out through that nose. Very good. So you can feel it in Achilles, in a hamstring. Let's slowly pull that knee back. Try to pull it back underneath your armpit and behind your back. Rather than doing baby cradle, we aiming slightly back, just like bow and arrow, all the way. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We didn't do it on the other side, but you can always bind with elbow if you have a little bit more flexibility in range of motion here. All the way. Just a breath or two. Do not clench the teeth. Eyes soft and relax. Look inside and smile, guys, to yourself. This is so important. Life is so short to be sad, right? All right, let's take this leg all the way behind to the deer pose. Just like this, right? Then turn around a little bit. So you can put your feet farther or closer. Closer is easier. Farther, more square position, a little bit more challenging. So I want you to rotate through the waistline. Align your shoulders to the front of the mat, to the front of your shin on the front leg. And gently through the hip flexor, we fold in forward. It's a good preparation for the asanas we're going to be doing today, the pigeon pose or modified pigeon pose and Gomukhasana and different type of lunges. Couple more breaths. Breathe, guys, actively. Do not hold the breath. We need the oxygen for our body to let go and become more flexible. Without breathing, everything becomes more rigid, right? More stiff. Come on back with me and we move towards our kneeling position. We'll continue with the up and down movements, cat and cow, which is always a winner for restorative practice, for the quick and effective stretches when you don't have a lot of time in your downward facing dog as well. To your up dog or to your cobra is a great flow as well. And breathe and flow. Let's stop up here. Today we're doing hip circles. I love those so much. And start, guys, shallow. Use the knee pads or towels or any soft things, pillows underneath your knees if your knees is sensitive. And try to expand the circles, like you draw the big circle with the tailbone. And also at the bottom, don't skip it halfway. Try to draw the full quality circle, side bottom, especially here, very careful. Listen to your back. And then let's move to the other direction. Slow, gentle, curving that circle. That's it. Side, bottom, don't skip through the bottom of your mat. And on exhalation again. Let's do just a couple more. It feels so good. And it is so good for your back and for your hips. All right, one more. Very nice. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Tuck your toes. We're gonna stretch our feet. Feels amazing. Toes need some flexibility and work as well. Come on back to the center through the top. Cobra or up dog or elbows, guys, on the floor. It doesn't really matter if you need to go with elbows on the floor. It's just a little bit easier on the spine. All the way. Roll it back. And roll it back. And roll it back one more time wherever you standing. We're going to turn back to the heels all the way. Forehead on the floor. And bring the weight, guys, a little bit more into those heels. And let your toes to get some of your body weight so those toes can stretch for good. Very nice. Come on back to the front. All the way. We're going to do a few shoulder rotations. Feel free to go on your elbows if you have to. Very nice. From here, we're going to walk a little bit towards the one side, just like this. You can stay still on your elbows and look behind. So we're not just looking behind, we actually also walking to the front a little bit and look behind. That feels very good on your back. Just be careful. Good. And slowly, gently walk through the front to the other side. And again, so it's not just a looking back, we actually walking back as well. Very gentle. Observe what's happening with your back. Do not overdo it and do not underdo it. Come on back to the center. Take your one elbow up front, another elbow. Tuck your toes and curve that spine gently. If it's too much for you, then stay on your knees, guys. And on exhalation, hips back on the floor, expand. Let's do it a couple more times on this side. And on exhalation, gently open it up. All right, take it up. Very nice. On exhalation, back. We're gonna switch the direction of our hands, but let's first take our hands a little bit farther up front of the body and lengthening toes away from the fingertips. Actively straighten spine, toes away from the fingertips. And let's switch the arms. Other arm, forearm up front. Tuck your toes and then gently curve your spine. Shoulder strengths. Exhalation. Just a couple more, guys. And exhalation. One more. And exhalation. Very good. Slowly, guys, come on up with me back on the kneeling position. Whichever you can do. We're going to tuck the toes and transfer the weight to the downward facing dog. Make a couple movements. Knees, bend those, relax the neck. Shoulder blades wide. Upper arm, guys, outward slightly. That's it. Make sure that you pay attention to your neck and fully relax in your neck. We will take our right leg up. Look underneath the right. Give it a good quality stretch. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Hip circles if you want to. One or two or none. And let's step forward for the low lunge. In a low lunge, it would be wise to use your blocks if you have to. Ideally, you want to use it almost all the time for restorative practice, especially if you feel tension in your hips. If you're really comfortable staying there and you can let go entire body weight, send it to the hips, then it's the way to go. You don't need your blocks, right? But you want to have some support, and really I want you to use your blocks rather than just folding forward right away. So set the heart above the hips and give it a gentle stretch all the way outside of that front leg. Come on back to the center, and right now we're all gonna fold to the quick lizard. So put your elbows on the blocks or on the floor and move your foot just 1 or 2 inches away. Keep on breathing through the nose in and through the nose out. If you're ready, put your forehead on the floor, put your head on the floor if it's there. If it's not there, just remain where you can. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, feel free to go to your child pose and come on back up. Very gentle, and come back to your kneeling position. Our pigeon is coming up after we will complete this quick flow low lunge in the lizard from the other side. All right, tuck your toes. Come back to your downward facing dog. Bend your knees for a couple more times before we will extend the other leg. So take that leg up all the way. Take your time, guys. Work with the elbows, shoulders, bend them a couple times. Look underneath that extended leg. Take a breath, maybe give a hip circle, maybe bend your knee, maybe no hip circles, and then gently step forward with me all the way. Step wide, guys. For the low lunge, your knee should be far away, as far as it can go without losing your front knee above your front ankle. So gently, 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 gently fold forward. Use the blocks underneath. I'm gonna use it on this leg. So right on the sides, right? And it's really helpful to relax and let the upper body weight melt through your lower body. Take your time. In through that nose, out through that nose. Such a peaceful, peaceful, peaceful sensation. So I'm gonna put my blocks away. You can support yourself outside of this front leg with your hand on the block, and let's reach behind. Reach, 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 reach up. Very nice. And we're ready to dive for the lizard pose. Feel free to hold your elbows and hands on the blocks. Move your foot slightly a couple inch away. Stay up here, stay on your hands, fold forward and breathe. Just a couple breaths, in and out. Let your body to relax. Let the tension go and bring attention what's happening inside that body. Right now, is your mind turbulent or quiet? Are you here or somewhere on the afternoon Sunday party, right? We're all busy, but we have to take time for ourselves. Come on back, guys. Back to the center. Take that knee back on the floor. Round that spine. Relax the neck. And just a couple more times, just move through. And take it back. Very good. We're going to take our right leg up all the way. Good. Give it a good stretch and send it up front toward the opposite hand. Dive down. This foot doesn't have to be far away from the body. Put it closer. If you have knee injuries, then you can leave that knee totally outside. If you don't have any injuries, then tuck that knee slightly under. Blocks can be very useful here. If you can't go all the way on the floor or just for today, if it still needs some support, you can put your forehead on the block, very helpful. Go ahead and fold forward, guys, through the hip flexor. I want you to pay attention where you're coming from. So through the hip flexor, and the chest and back is following. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just let your body to rest in this pigeon pose or Konasana. Close your eyes and just be present. Be here, be now on your mat. Take a few breaths of silence, internal silence within. And then on the next exhalation, slowly come on back up. We're ready for the Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So I will give you some variations. So you can step just right up front. You can step all the way across, and if it feels right, you will set your one knee directly above another knee. It doesn't have to be this way. It's challenging, especially if you are a beginner. So just use those modifications. You can have your hands up here, up front of your heart. Close your eyes, or you can add today a little bit more for the shoulders. So if you come in with me, take your opposite. If your left knee above your right knee, then your right is going to go behind, just opposite to your knees. And bind with your fingertips, connect, or use a strap and use towel, any piece of clothing, whatever you have. Just avoid, if you binding and folding forward, use some extension, right? Use some tools, use some towels. Let's close our eyes. Relax your ankles. Your hips shouldn't hurt. Keep your back soft and extended, guys. And if your arms are bothering you, get a longer extension. Strap, towel, piece of clothing, or just bring your hands up front of your heart. And let's take another breath or two. Feels good. Come back, undo those arms, and we will slowly come out of the cow face pose. Return back on our kneeling position, and then we'll extend the left leg. We're gonna go for the pigeon from other side. Reach and extend, and softly draw this leg to the opposite hand. Settle down. Leave that knee on the floor outside. If you have any type of back or knees injuries, hips injuries, if you don't, and we're gonna tuck that knee slightly under. You can move this leg closer a little bit, and then through the hip flexor, we fold in forward all the way. Perfection is not our priority, right? I want you to feel good. I want you to let go of expectations and just spend this time for yourself. Spend this time to ask a few very important questions. How am I feeling? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling stressed? Am I being here and I'm enjoying my life? Or I'm constantly in a rush? What can I do to enjoy this life more? What can I do to add more health? And the answer is there, I promise you. You just have to listen. And let's slowly come back. And we're gonna carry this back leg right up front, right? Just like this. Across. Make sure that that foot is not hanging if you're doing this. Or for those who have a good open hips already, we're gonna go for the full Gomukhasana or cow face pose. You can keep your hands up front, namaste, on the floor, on the blocks, or you can take the opposite arm for your knee behind, the opposite what you did. If you forgot, don't worry about it, just do what you remember, which side you did. Draw the elbows, guys, behind, You have to get a tools for this connection, for this bind. Close your eyes or keep your eyes open. Take a breath or two, relax your facial expression. No teeth clenching. Every single cell in your body relaxed, rested, and ready for health and vitality, for restoration, for peace, for love, for growth, and for contribution to other people's lives. But we can't give what we don't have, right? So we have to work on that internal, positive, loving state first. So let's slowly undo our legs. And we're gonna go for one more Halasana, or just legs up towards the ceiling. If you're practicing in the nature or in a house, you can use trees, you can use the wall, or you can go with the full Halasana. Taking your feet up towards the ceiling in general by itself is already very, very healthy for your heart. We're giving our heart a good quality rest. So if you practice in the full Halasana, go ahead. If you're not, just legs up towards the ceiling. You can also put the pillow underneath the back. Give it just a breath or two. And let's slowly undo those legs. Put your feet slightly wider than your hips. Take your arms on the side and just windshield your knees side to side. And do it a couple more times on each direction. Don't hurry up. That's it. And let's slowly put our both feet together in a bound angle or Baddha Konasana. Put the blocks underneath, guys, if you have to, or if position is not comfortable for you at all. Extend your legs, whatever feels right. Bend your knees, keep your feet on the floor. Just find the one comfortable position. So close your eyes and let your knees to melt away from the center down towards the floor. Using the gravity as a friend. Stop to release, guys. Resistance invites more resistance. Sadness and frustration invites just more sadness and emotions alike. So we want to work on getting rid and letting go of any sadness, frustration, discomfort, discontent, dislikes of ourselves or of others. All it does is holding us back. Continue to breathe in and breathe out through those hips. Continue to expand your belly up and down and fully releasing. By releasing everything what doesn't serve us, we open more space for vitality, for health, for love, for expansion, for growth, for healing. So make a little commitment to let of anything what doesn't serve us and to invite what will. So with that, let's slowly pull our both knees together if they were apart. Open your eyes and reach those arms all the way up. Waking up after a little quick relaxation, and slowly, guys, through the side or straight forward, whichever is comfortable for your body. Come back and let's reach all the way up. Inhalation and exhalation. Bring your both hands up front of the heart. Close your eyes just one quick second. Look inside and find the gratitude inside that heart, because we grow, expand, and heal through the gratitude. Smile with your heart and flow through the rest of this precious day with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste, everyone. Very good job, everybody. I'm so proud of you. It was a hard week. So comment down below and make sure to subscribe. Rest well, recover well, and I will see you all tomorrow.